People frequently ask me, Sleth, why do you play on US servers? Why do you never play on servers you actually don't get yourself a bunch of these? Or at least where you can write those sources without looking like a jumper. Few people have witnessed the horrors that happen on South American servers and moved on with it. It is the place where Argentinians, Brazilians and Chileans can coexist in the same universe. And we have no fucking chill. These people are like the most toxic, scared and most aggressive community in Rust. And that's one of the reasons I love it. You'll find both the sweetest group of gamers and the most gamer gunk oozing creatures. This week I played off stream to find once again my love for this game. I joined the beaches of BR Main on wipe day after waiting for an eternal queue to immediately locate my goal for the week. Dominate an entire island right between the oil rig and next to the outpost and the airfield. On my first spawn I went straight to the lighthouse and I already got a taste of what was coming. There's one. Oh, there's two. Oh, there's three. Fuck, I don't have arrows for this. I try once again to make my way up from spears on this laggy, convoluted server. On my third spawn, I started even doubting myself if I was truly on a Brazilian server anymore. Bist du vom Deutschland, mein Freund?
Wie sieht denn aus? Gehst in deine Küche, machst du was zu Abendbrot? Und gefällt dir alles oder gibt's irgendwas? Mein erster Eindruck, als ich das erste Mal gesehen habe, hochnäsige Zicker.
And it was the fourth spawn that convinced me to stay. The warmth of meeting nice people in Rust, people just seeking to have fun. Aloha.
Dale, dale.
¿Voy a compa tuyo?
No, ¿qué onda?
Le damos team,
¿Cómo andan,
¿Qué onda,
banda?
bro?
No, tranqui, acá un gusto conocerlos a ustedes. Me gusta ver así gente que está tranqui, divirtiéndose, haciendo la suya.
Un gusto, amigo. Mira, si
Bueno.
fuéramos brasileños te hubiéramos matado.
No, chicos, un gusto.
Muy bueno.
Pança, manito.
Você é
É o
brasileiro.
quê? É um frevo? É o
É
frevo?
gostoso, manito,
é um frevo,
gostoso.
Uma festa?
É uma festa,
manito.
sim, é uma festa,
Eu
manito.
sou muito
sim,
gostoso.
sim.
Muito gostoso.
Muy gostoso.
Maradona o Pelé. Fíjate, bro.
Tengan un excelente wipe.
Qué buena gente, amigo.
After hanging out a bit with them, I set off on my mission. I took a boat going all the way... I took a boat and going all the way towards the island. I already began to plan the base that would last me my entire wipe. While I finished setting myself up, the oil rig had just been taken, so I took this opportunity to go and scavenge the rest. On the oil rig I found a garage door, so I came back, upgraded my base, and while I went to fetch a cup of coffee, well, let's just say I'm lucky I had an outside bag. They were unable to reach TC, so at least I was able to keep the base. I went towards the outpost to craft myself a crossbow. And after looting this dickhead, I went to the airfield to get some scrap.
Bien, amigo. Está
¿La
refuerzo.
tenés dorada también?
No, la estoy doradeando ahora, pero...
La tenés maxi level.
Claro, tengo cosas, pero le saqué todos los attachments, estoy matando montado y bueno... estoy agachado, entonces meto varias skins de una y me las saco encima. Pero quiero matar con el revólver.
With our first couple of guns on the wipe, I had to wait down the timer for my hostility towards the safe zone. And while approaching the outpost, I realized how unique the server is. The strange people from all over the world you'll find.
Eu falo português. Maybe I can try some English.
Okay.
Or talvez saber espanhol.
Ya, para tú.
Merci beaucoup.
Honestly, I don't know what is it on the server and people camping the exit of the outpost, and they still haven't realized you do not take damage within anymore. It is just incredible the amount of people that I managed to loot just by escaping this little spot.
Sou hechizo. Pelos meus cálculos tem 2 players e 8 boludos.
Isso aí, deixa rolar. E a nossa tropa tem. A ninguém.
Living in the middle of an ice lake, I was a clear target in this island for the clan sending farmers to roam. And even next to the ice, I had barrels that spawned. Realizing the imminent threat, I set off to farm some nodes. And I could tell that the island was bringing more and more interest from around the area. Now I know this is probably the most cringy shit and you probably hear this on every Rust video, but remember this name. Because these guys in particular are gonna be really important for the story. I kept working on the base and while I went to get some wood, my brand new neighbor had taken the toll instead of me. I was saved, but the idea was clear. I had to reinforce my base ASAP. And I gotta say that I really miss this. I miss the ability to just be able to roleplay, I guess it would be, or just look at the moon, just enjoy the game and at a different pace. I really love the PvP aspect of this game, but I have to admit that I have a bunch of fun just farming, turning off the HUD, and enjoying the game itself. I came up with a weird design with 2 bunkers, and I don't know, I kinda went with it. I went back to the airfield to get some components again, but on my way I welcomed a newcomer to the island. At the airfield I found another custom and a semi-rifle, and I started to wander along the coast to find the guys that were trying to raid me. Upon running by a massive base and a bunch of furnaces cooking, I decided to wait up to see if this was the group I was looking for. Sadly this was another group, but the cards come in handy so that I could go to the ore rig. Now when doing ore rig on White Day on a 300 pop server, you of course expect to have counters. And when you weren't born with the skills of Posty, stealth is the only option. KING. On my way back, I recycled at the outpost to get enough to get a level 3 workbench, and as soon as daytime rose, I went to farm around the island. It became pretty loaded for White Day, and that became some sort of a magnet for people. Slowly the island became more and more contested, and my weaponry inventory started to lower. Decided to take a break from fighting and just go to the outpost and chill a bit. And I can't stress enough how I love to meet these amazing people that you happen to find in this game.
Yo pensaba que vos no jugabas en estos servidores. Yo he visto tus streams unas cuantas veces. Perfecto. Sí, yo siempre he pensado que debería ser muy raro jugar con la presión de que te esté mirando la gente. Debe ser lindo tomarte un break y divertirte. Meta. Very nice to meet you, man. Have a good day.
While I was chatting with this amazing gamer, the Chinook happened to drop right next to us on the airfield. Let me just give you a test of how low risk this type of players behave. Alone on a tower on the airfield. And to feel safe enough to push, they have a squad coming in with a minicopter and protecting the roof, slowly pushing down till the group of 3 friends or more push me from underneath. furious about how cowardly I engaged. I wanted to come back, but on my way I found someone trying to enter my island. So with this guy said, I decided to just leave the Zerg behind and go to the oil rig to try to get myself some blueprints. And again I was just paid with the same coin. These guys are vicious, they're like freaking zombies. They play taking so few risks that it's even scary to move around them. So I try to go to the up. And I try to go to the earth.
Loco, ¿nos vendés sulfuro? Escúchame, ¿cuánto scrap querés por sulfuro? Fua, ¿qué buscas? ¿La felicidad? ¿Qué buscas?
Y mirá, yo te estaba por ofrecer sulfuro por componentes eléctricos, pero ahora
tenés listo, arrancan los cohetes.
Pero sí, papi, pero sí, es exactamente lo que te estaba pidiendo Grit.
¿Me señalás con fueguito dónde nos conviene raidear?
Dale, dale, mirá acá con la antorchita. Acá, pupi. Acá quiero la bomba, dale, tirá. Chicos, arranquen, que tenía unas ganas de usar el Grenade Launcher con unos HEs.
Ups, se me escapó el click. No, tranqui, amigo. Tranqui. El tipo la tiene clara, sabe que es un HE. Te felicito, amigo, nos vamos.
¿Cómo? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que no? And they legitimately left. They didn't raid me at all. During daytime, more people try to sneak into the island. And with that inventory full of farm, I set off to the outpost to try and buy wood. You'll have to admit that the outpost wood buying mechanism is absolutely broken. With only 15 minutes of farming with a jackhammer on my island, I managed to make over 30 wooden walls for my base. And for the first time in a while, I started really liking my base. I actually started to get a bit of an emotional attachment to it. Another Chinook crate landed on the airfield, and this proved me the disgusting type of players that Madcap and his crew were. His group of 4 to 6 players had taken control of all the towers and were just roof camping everyone approaching. And since they knew I was out farming, only 20 minutes later, the mountains started to echo from the way of the island. While they knew I was away, they took the opportunity and dug straight into my core. Almost about to give up. I didn't even had a chance to defend myself. And for real? No counters? Second day of the wipe on VR main? couldn't even believe that my base was finally safe. I did need resources to build myself up though. I went to farm, but once again while they knew I was not home. And that was it. I lasted, like we say in Argentina, lo que un pedo en la mano. I really had a lot of fun playing on the server, and I expect to try to survive an entire week next time. I hope you all enjoy watching, and thank you so much to my patrons for supporting me. I'm currently live streaming on Twitch if you want to pay me a visit. Remember to subscribe, like the video, and all that sort of bullshit. I love you a bunch, gamers. Thank you so much, and as always, have a good rust, friends.
Part of me just wishes I could be a different kind of sinner. When bullets meet the opposition, man, no one's a winner. Fucking up, I swear to God that I'll change it.